I feel like we dodged a bullet. I felt like we did a Matrix move. You know, in the Matrix, Neo's dodging the bullets. That's what I just felt right now when I got out of that Sprouts order. Everybody, it's 6:26 a.m. and we're on our way to Starbucks. We're going to be getting $7.61 for 4.4 miles. Let's go to Starbucks. I was up early again this morning, and this time I was doing my accounting. I was trying to make sure I keep up to date with, income, expenses, making sure everything's all up to date so I know where I'm at. That makes it less stressful to know where you're at financially. Every month it's always good to know, are you in the green? Are you in the red? What's happening? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people just keep getting that check and they figure, well, as long as there's money in the bank account, that's all that matters. But you have to really track what's happening, because when it comes to expenses, there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of things that can happen, like emergency things could happen. Maybe you got a flat tire. Maybe there was some sort of medical bill that came in that was unexpected. Maybe there was some kind of equipment that you needed at the house, something broke. And so it just helps you to understand what's happening. And then also it helps you to tell yourself well, are these things normal things that happen every year? So you can put them into the budget and you can tell yourself, well, I have to plan out a monthly amount to have in my expense, in my budget, to cover these things if they happen every year. And you also have to, of course, you have to have your emergency fund and all that stuff. So, managing your finances is so important. And then you're not stressed out, because just watching your bank account go from, $1,000 to $10 is stressful. So don't do it. Running a little bit behind. I forgot to take my trash out. So I was like, oh shoot, I gotta take the trash out. So I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm sure the Starbucks will be ready and not too far delayed, because I wasn't gone that long.
Pick up on the left.
All right, we're here. We got the Starbucks, and the place was not busy, but they were understaffed today. So there was not enough people working behind the counter to manage the normal workflow. So there was a lot of delays, and the lady putting together the mobile orders was not happy about it. And since she was unhappy, it was causing some problems. So she was putting together another mobile order that wasn't mine, and that person wasn't even there yet. But because she was flustered, she didn't realize that the order she was putting together was not the one I was standing there waiting for. So she ended up putting together somebody's order that didn't need to be put together next. So that delayed me a little bit longer. But at any rate, we are on our way to the drop-off. And it's going to be 5 minutes away, 2.4 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. It's a brown house. Ring and knock the door. All right. I was watching another YouTuber's live stream, and I was sort of caught off guard that people knew who I was in the live stream. And I was just trying to be polite and acknowledge everybody, and I didn't want to mess up the flow of the person's live stream. So I kind of felt $7.09, 10.3 miles. No, I kind of felt bad a little bit. I'm like, I don't want to mess up the flow of this person's live stream by people just trying to chat with me. So I was like, I didn't know what to do. That's the first time that ever happened before, so I was a little bit thrown. But I guess it was fine, and I stayed through the whole live chat. It was a good live stream. It was a good live stream. I had a good time, and yeah, that was it. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Almost time for me to do a major service to my car. They're gonna have to flush out the engine coolant, and then I think it's called the battery inverter coolant. So I don't know how much that is. I think it's probably gonna be like somewhere in the $200 range to have that done, I think. And I also have to do the oil change and tire rotation. So that's coming up pretty soon. I think I have less than 1,000 miles to go until I have to have that done. So I also did some things myself. I replaced the engine air filter, which is easy. That wasn't hard. And then I changed the filter for the air conditioning system myself. And that wasn't hard easy. I mean, that wasn't hard easy. That wasn't hard either. $4.01, 6.5 miles, no. So I went ahead and I did those two things. And I always I do like a subscription on Amazon to try to get the cheapest price for those parts. So yeah, so that's what I was also doing this morning. Woohoo! $9.52, 8.3 miles, no. It's going to be on the left, coming up here after this stop sign. I think it's like the fourth house after the stop sign. And this is a two-way stop, so let's look so we don't crash with anybody. Let's make sure we get the right address.
Drop off on the left.
Oh, I've been to this house. All right, ring and knock. All righty. Okay, here we go. Looks like it's getting busier today based on the amount of offers I got the moment I tried to drop off that Starbucks. So I guess we'll just have to hope it stays busy today, because we haven't made much money this week. It's been kind of a little bit what you call dead. Deader than a doornail. Nothing going on. All right, well, I'll let you know if anything else comes in. Thought about changing my strategy and lowering my rate, but Mother's Day is coming up, so I know it's going to get busier as we get closer because it's such a big event. And I always try to look at the bigger picture, because for me it's all about the longevity of my vehicle, not necessarily making the most money in the day. So, and this is more of an activity for me, so I try to remind myself that this is more about enjoyment and extra income than it is about making like a specific dollar amount, which I know is not common for most people. So I gotta try to stay onto that. $5.06, 11.2 miles, no. Yeah, so I just gotta remind myself of that, because sometimes I get a little bit more competitive and my mind starts to think, oh, I want that money. What do I got to do to get that money? I got to not do that. I got to have a different mindset. This is the kind of thing I'm hoping to do, through retirement. Like when I'm fully retired, I still want to do it because, I like the activity of doing it. But you never know. The future is unknown. This could all be gone in the future. Who knows? Or maybe I'll get the boot and I won't be able to do it anymore. But I don't even worry about that even happening either, because you just adapt. It's like whatever happens, you just move on to whatever opportunities present themselves to you. Even if I have to, just work just on the computer, maybe doing like remote work, helping people online, through, kind of like, what are those people called? Those telemarketing people, like kind of like that. Let's see, hold on. Something's coming in. $7.50, 6.9 miles. No. Yeah, because I could always just help people, remotely, through a webcam, and then, the microphone, you talk to them, and you do whatever. Because that could be something in the future too, that could become more and more in demand, as far as, needing to manage things remotely for things. Although I'm sure they overwork those people to death, so I may not want to do that at all. But anything that's gig related, I'll do. So yeah. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to stick to my guns and do what I've always done and keep my rate. And if I get in the mood, I'll drive people. $6.18, 8 miles. Yeah, if I get in the mood, I'll drive people if I'm in the mood. I usually am in the mood to drive people around once we get towards the summertime. $7.67, 8.8 miles, no. $5, 10 cents, 9.1 miles, no. Yeah, once the summertime comes, I'm usually $7.67, 8.8 miles, no. Once I get in the mood to drive people around in the summertime, then I usually do people, and that's just because they throw that money at you. They start throwing a lot of money. They'll throw you like an extra $6 for every ride if you do so many rides. I'm like, well, hell, that comes out to almost $10 a ride if you're doing little local trips plus tips. So I'm like, well, that's worth it. But that hasn't happened yet, and maybe it won't happen this year, because lately the UberX and Lyft, they've been really tight-fisted. They have no interest in offering any kind of incentives. So we'll see what happens. You guys probably noticed that even though I do a video every day, you don't see that video the same day. And there's a reason for that. I have to create a backlog of videos in case I get sick or I go on vacation. So that way there is that buffer that will keep videos still coming out even if something comes up that's like an emergency or it's a planned event or something like that. And then it also just gives me another financial opportunity. Like if people really want to see them, they're there. $5.02, 11 miles, no. They're still there because I put them up there. So if people want to pay the membership fee, then they can see anything I put, even the ones I put up the same day. But that's up to them. But the main reason why I do it is just to create that buffer, because I want videos to continuously come out every day no matter what, without me missing, well, not every day, but you know what I mean, Monday through Friday. I want them to come out Monday through Friday no matter what, without missing a beat. So that way, I keep it consistent. And I'm not going to be like, sorry, I'm not feeling good today, so you're not going to get a video. All right, we're off on our next one. We're going to be going to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. We're going to be getting $8.18 for 4.8 miles. Let's go to Coffee Bean. I was thinking about doing a little bit of a flexibility on my rate schedule, where if it's under 2 miles, I'll take whatever I can get. So let's see if it's at least, and that'll be at least $4, because I'm not going to take less than $4. You got to be kidding me. I'm not going to take less than $4. So if it's 2 miles or less, then I will take it. But of course, it has to be at least $4. And that's almost double though. But at least now I'm taking $4 offers. Or okay, I'll be more generous. Let's say if it's in the if it's in the 2 mile range, and if it's at least $4, let's do that. And that could add on some more opportunities for me to do stuff. Oh my God, there you go. So the sun is right in your eyes. You guys can't even see anything. But hold on, we're coming into some shade in a second. So I'm gonna try that. Maybe that'll work out. It's worth a shot. They're doing some kind of cleaning in the district, so I had to take the back way over here. But let's park this car and let's get the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. All right, well, it got the coffee bean and tea leaf. There was not really much of a wait time, so it went fairly smooth, no problems. And now we're going to be going 9 minutes away, 3.1 miles. It's a meet at the door, and it's Coronado Prep. All right, we're on our way. I think this $4 for somewhere in the 2-mile range could be a good strategy. I mean, it opens us up to a whole new dollar range, because before that, anything that was $4 we weren't even looking at. We were just saying no. So if we now allow the entrance of consideration to the $4 offers, then there's a possibility that some could be in the 2-mile range, and then that'll give us some opportunities to do some deliveries in that range, and they shouldn't take too long. Now, of course, if it's shopping, I ain't doing no shopping for $4. They can forget it. But if it's just a quick pickup and drop off, then it's worth it, because we're losing a dollar, but at least we're getting something. $4 is better. I guess $4 is better than losing a dollar. So yeah, I think it makes sense. It's for right now. I mean, because it's slow. If it was busy, I'd be heck no. Currently 7:35 a.m. And I think we've only done one delivery, I think. So it's really hard to gauge the hourly rate right now, because I think we only went out for like 30 minutes at the most. And then I was back at home and I was downloading the videos that I had accumulated, and then I was just relaxing. I was just watching TV and talking with the family and just chilling out. And then nothing was coming in for a while, and then this coffee bean and tea leaf was the one that finally came in that was worth my time. And so I guess you can only put on the clock right now 30 minutes. So take a look at even though it's really been an hour and a half since I turned the app on, you could only count 30 minutes of the day. So look at the amount of money and just divide it by 0.5, and then that's it. So maybe after this one, you could say an hour. So look at the money that we're making for this one and then add it to the other one, and that'll tell you how much we're making for an hour, because that's fair. That would be fair. Alright, we're just about here. And my DoorDash won't come on because there's no cell phone service, so I can't even unpause my DoorDash. Oh well.
Then turn left. Turn left, then drop off on the left.
Here we are at the Prep, whatever it's called, Coronado Prep. Hello, from Miranda?
From Miranda?
Yep,
Perfect.
thank you.
Can I help you?
All right, well, the delivery went fine. I just rang the doorbell because it was like a secure school environment, so that you can't get in. So I just rang the bell. Oh, I gotta log off from my Uber because something's wrong. It says trips are paused. It does that every so often. I just exit and re-enter, and I don't know why it does it. These apps are very finicky sometimes. Whenever you have a problem, first just go offline or pause, close the app, then reopen the app and go back online and unpause, whichever one makes sense for whichever app. If that doesn't work, well, you're gonna have to reboot the phone. And a lot of times it just has to do with the cell phone signal. Or sometimes if you have a very inexpensive phone plan, they're throttling your bandwidth, so that causes problems with the app. 5.5 miles for $7.05. $7.05. No, yeah, So that can happen. Oh, and there's a fly in here. Oh, great. I got a fly in the car. Yes, even in Vegas we get flies. Although the flies vanish once it gets to 120. In the summertime it's so hot it kills all the bugs. So that is one perk for the heat. Although it doesn't kill the cicadas, or those weird, I think they're cicadas. They make like this loud electrical noise. Let me see if I can get this fly out of here. I don't know if he's gonna go out or not. Let me roll all my windows down. It's just a little fly. I hate bugs. Well, that's it. If he didn't fly out by now. I hate dealing with bugs. Although when I was a kid, I loved bugs. I used to collect spiders and frogs and all kinds of bugs I would collect as a kid. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you don't even know any better. One time I just grabbed a bee when I was little. I grabbed it with my hand and put it in my fist. And, of course, it stung me and it hurt like hell. And that taught me never to do that again. And I used to grab lizards, and the lizards would bite my fingers. I'd scream. But I think when you're little, you're so much more adventurous, especially if you live in an area that has nature. You just go and you explore. You're turning rocks over to see what kind of creatures are under the rocks, and you're digging holes, and, you know, you're just doing stuff because you're curious and you're learning about the world. I don't think kids do that anymore. Everything is so sterile now. Everybody just lives in a box. I'm right here by the market. And I'm almost out of dog treats for my dogs, and they just love them. And I got an Amazon delivery coming on Friday for them, but I don't think they're gonna last it because today is, what is today, Wednesday? I only think I got enough to last one more day, and I don't want them to run out of their treats because they look forward to them. I'm gonna stop at the market and pick up some dog treats. I'll be back. These look good. They're soft and they're small, so it'll be easier for them to eat. We got a good one while we were shopping for dog treats. $14.04 to pick up 2 orders at Munch Box, and it's right here in the shopping center, and we're gonna have to travel 6 miles. So let's just pick up those 2 orders and get going. We have both orders. And one of them wasn't ready, but by the time I put the first one in the car, we were ready. So everything worked out just fine. This was a very good order. Nice to see it picking up a little bit. We're going to be traveling 11 minutes away, 4 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. And this will be stop number 1. Let's go. Those dog treats were expensive. I was looking just for, you know, little puppy training treats, because those tend to be the ones that are soft. Because everything else they have is real hard and crunchy. And one of my dogs doesn't have teeth. So what did I end up spending? $6.49 I spent for those treats. But they'll be good. They'll be good. I'll use those, and then when the other ones come on Friday, I won't open them up until I finish off these ones. And you know, I just don't want to run out. They look forward to them. You know how when you have animals and they get just so happy about a certain routine, especially food, and for it to run out, and I don't really have a good substitute. I mean, I can give them chicken. I mean, I have a lot of I like pressure cooked chicken breast, and I guess I could have gave them that now that I think about it, but I don't know. They so look forward to their little special treats and variety, and I can give them chicken any old time. I bet you I could have got those dog treats for a lot cheaper if I would have looked into the Smith's app. These stores now, they put all these digital coupons on these apps, and I always forget. You know, you think I'd be so good about doing things because I'm so frugal, but I always forget that Smith's has an app, and you go into where the digital coupons are, and you can see, you can see coupons, and you can use them. You just say clip the coupon, and then all you do is they get stored into your account, and then when you enter your phone number, your account, whatever, when you go to the checkout, and it says enter your ID or whatever, well, that's where it automatically will recognize that you have stored the coupons and give you the discounts. And it's really convenient, but you gotta remember to do it. And I totally forgot. And I bet you almost 100% chance that there was some deal for some type of pet treat that was in there. Maybe not the one that I got, but something. And it could have influenced my decision, you know, because I just needed the treats for a couple of days. All right, we're almost there. We just got to deal with this construction. That is a total mess. I can't wait for them to finish this road. It really slows the whole process down. It's coming up over here on the right. I think it's like the second right coming up. Not this one. You gotta go slow because you see how far I gotta go to the right to turn? And you gotta let people know in advance if you're turning, especially people behind you if they start tailgating you. There's nobody behind me though. Here it comes.
Turn right on Casino Village Lane.
Here we go. Let's make this turn and make it slow and easy so we don't spill any of the orange juice. We got so much orange juice in this car. It's not even funny. Okay, let's see. We go this way, and then we're gonna make a right at the stop sign. And these houses are nice. They're not super fancy, but they're not hideous. It's a nice little neighborhood. And then let's see. It's gonna be. Oh, this is like a little cul-de-sac. So let's get the right address. I see it. I'm targeting. Target acquired. Let's do it. All right, let's unload.
Head to your
Next drop off is going to be an apartment 5 minutes from here, 1.6 miles. It's a leave at the door. They gave us a building number as well as an apartment number, and we're on our way. Traffic looks really bad going the other way. I'm gonna have to make sure that if I get any offers going that direction, not to go that way, that just to go on another road that travels south. I ain't getting stuck in all that. Okay, we're just gonna have to try to find a building number. It's here somewhere. And then these stupid messages that Uber has come up that block the navigation make no sense. Let's see, we're getting something for Taco Bell, $2.75 for yada yada miles. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, let's try to find this building. It's around the bend here somewhere. I don't know if it's this turn or no, it's this turn. Well, no, wait. No, it's not this turn. One more. Not this one. And we're looking for a specific building number. At least the numbers here are prominent, so you can see them right away. There's no question about where's the building number. At least one place is smart in making their building numbers. Apparently it's on the left, so we'll see. Let's see, I think it's this one here on the left. So I will park it because it should be this one. This one here. All right, let's see if we're correct. Grab the stuff. Boy, this orange juice is dripping. Right, well, That is delivered. I sure hate delivering orange juice and anything sticky because it drips and it leaves a mess on the car. I don't like that. I usually just keep $16.49, 12.3 miles. No, I don't think so. Let's see. No, that's only 10 miles for that. $4.50 for 3.8 miles. No, that's no good either. Sorry. I usually keep, I keep rags in the car. And then I just wipe my hands, and I have a little spray bottle with some solution in it too, if I get sticky hands. You gotta have all kinds of equipment in this car for this job because messes are gonna happen. You're gonna make a mess either because the restaurant has loose lids, or they overfill the drink, or sometimes you hit a pothole, and then it just makes a mess in the car. And then you don't want your car to get stinky. That's the worst. The last thing you want to do is not clean up a mess and let it just sit, because then your car starts to smell like a garbage can, and you don't want that. That is the worst. Headed right into all that traffic. So hopefully I can turn coming up, because I'm not going to get stuck in the bumper to bumper. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to get stuck in it. So I think at this next intersection, I'm going to make a right, even though it takes me a little bit out of my way. I don't want to risk it. It didn't look so nice from the other point of view. So, oh well. I'll add an extra mile. Maybe I'll get something else going this way. There's a Vons over here and a Taco Bell, and there's other restaurants on the way. So maybe something else will pop up, and it'll make it worth my while that I went a little bit out of my way. Okay, it's 8:26 a.m. I guess you can say that we have been working for probably an hour and a half. That would probably be the best guesstimate, because it was so slow this morning, and we got off to an early start, and then there was a long lag between jobs. So just divide whatever the total is right now by 1.5, and that's our hourly rate. And then as far as all the stats go at the bottom for the different apps, although you're not seeing them right now, I try my best to keep them up to date, but they may be a little off as far as like cancellation rate, acceptance rate. $4 for 2.5 miles. Well, I guess that would be considered in the range, I guess. Didn't I say in the twos? We would accept the $4 offer. So, all right. I'm accepting a $4 offer that I haven't done in a long time. I've not accepted a $4 offer in quite some time. Okay, we're on our way to Starbucks. Let me tell you about it. We're going to be getting $4 from Starbucks for 2.5 miles. I think I'll keep my UberEats app running because it's not a great offer. So it makes sense to keep the other one open just in case. Maybe I'll get a dirty stack. Maybe there'll be another one for a real short distance. And that'll work out really good now that I think about it, because I can easily drop off this $4 Starbucks order real quick. And then I can also get a bigger order at Starbucks or something nearby. Like right now, $17.03, 9.2 miles. Walmart, hell no, goodbye. But something that would be good. Not that particular order, but something that would be good. Let's see, where am I turning? It says to turn here on Wigwam. I am not turning on Wigwam, I'm sorry. There is no way. They're doing too much construction. Why do they do that? $4.40, 6.3 miles. No. I am not turning on Wigwam. You can forget it. I'll still go a little bit out of my way. I'll do anything to avoid all that construction on Wigwam. No, thank you. I'm going to take Pebble, and that will get me. The Starbucks is on Pebble, so it'll work out. But yeah, maybe we'll get a dirty stack, and that will work out really good. And if not, we're still gonna get at least $4 for the DoorDash one. That's not bad, considering it's such short miles. Here we go. Turning on Pebble. All right, well, we're on our way to Starbucks, and I'll let you know if a dirty stack comes in. Okay, well, we're turning into the shopping center that has the Starbucks that we are going to pick up. It has a lot of other restaurants here, but we always seem to pick up at Starbucks. We never seem to pick up very often at these other places like this China Tango Bistro. We never go there. Houston Hot Chicken, I usually get terrible offers from there. And of course, Pizza Hut, we never get anything from Pizza Hut. All right, let's go in. All right, picking up for Stephanie.
I'm actually packing that one.
All right, great. We didn't get a dirty stack, unfortunately. Oh wait, something's coming in. $13.08 for 9.1 miles. Let's see. No, it would have to be at least 14. Nope. So we're on our way. We just gotta back out of here safely because everybody and their mother is backing up at the same time. So $8.09 for 11 miles. No. Everybody's decided to back up at the same time. It's not always just the way. Did I tell you about this offer? Probably did not. So that gives us something to do while this person backs up at a snail's pace. It's a hand it to me. Follow the Securitas signs all the way to the door and please leave at the front desk. Thank you. Great. It might be a little complicated to do this drop off, but what can you do? You know, it's all a crapshoot. You take your chances and you hope for the best. All right, we're here somewhere in this industrial business area. Says there's a door. Guess there's a door right here that I'm supposed to go through. Well, this is the right building, so let's see. They're saying to go through this door right here. Let's see if they're right or they're wrong. Oh, how about delivery for Stephanie? Yep. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, well, we got our next delivery. It is gonna be Rachel's Kitchen. We're gonna be getting $5.50 for 3.5 miles. Let's head on over to Rachel's and just get Rachel's order. Let's go to Rachel's Kitchen and pick up the order. Okay. Last drop off really threw me for a loop. It said to enter the building and follow the signs that say Securitas. And when I opened the door, there was like a lady standing there like 2 feet from the door. And I was totally thrown off. I was like, wait a minute, where are the signs I'm supposed to follow? So I told her who I was and I'm dropping off for her. And she says, yep, you're at the right place. So I just handed it to her. So that was a really unexpected situation. I'm like, I thought I'm supposed to follow all these signs to where you are. But you're right here the moment I open the door. Now I'm trying to strategize where's the best place to park to access Rachel's Kitchen because they closed off the main pathway. That's like the road that goes right in front of Rachel's Kitchen. So I think I'm gonna park on the side that's closest to Balboa Pizza Company. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I think that makes the most. It's the side where they have the Pottery Barn. There's like parking for Pottery Barn on the south side of Pottery Barn. I think I'll park over there because that way I'll easily be able to get over there walking rather than the other way. Because the other way you have to cross the street, and then the car. Oh wait, did they open it? I see some people going. Oh no, it's not open. It's only open, partially open, not to get all the way to where we need to get to. So I'll go this way. Yeah, there's stuff going on in there. I ain't messing with it. Oh, let me hit that I've arrived so that way I don't end up being late. All right, I pressed the button and it's spinning. Okay, then it went through. Yeah, I'll just park over here. on this, not right here, but the next one. I wonder what they're gonna put at the Panera Bread that used to be here. Did anybody tell me? I don't remember. No, nobody told me. Somebody did tell me about that chicken and pickle, that it's gonna be a place to eat, and it's also gonna be a place where people play pickleball, which I thought was very unusual. But good for them. I'm glad that they're trying to come up with different ideas in this town, other than, you know, just a restaurant and that's it. Because that's usually all you get here, is just a place to, you know, pop a squat and eat a meal. So, all right, let me find a decent place to park, and then I'll start making my way, because you got to walk a little bit when it comes to Rachel's Kitchen. If you can't get a front row spot, you got to park a little bit of a ways, and then you got to hoof it a little bit. Do a little hoofing. All right, let's go. See, we're over on the side with Pottery Barn. We got to walk all the way down to where the Rachel's Kitchen is. Oh, look, here comes a truck that's going to run us down. This will be the end of us. Goodbye, world. Nice knowing you. Just kidding. We made it. We're alive. We're alive. He saw us. All right, we're almost there. Let's get. See, you can see it's quite a walk. It takes a while to get over there. Alright, we got the food, so we're all good to go. Now we just got to make the long trek back to the car. Alright, we're going to be going to a house. It's a leave at my door. And if I press on directions, I'll know how long it's going to take. 9 minutes, 2.5 miles. All right, let's get going. I think this house is in a guard-gated community, so it may take a minute to drop it off, because sometimes all the landscapers have to get into the community, and so you're stuck behind them, and it takes a while to get in. But you never know. I may luck out. It's 8:51 a.m. Maybe it won't be as busy. Or maybe it will. There was a guy running, and he had two shoes that were different colors. His right shoe was green, like a lime green, and the left shoe was like a neon orange. Is that a new trend? Is that like the new thing that people are doing? They want to wear shoes that don't match? I was just a little bit thrown. I was like, wait a minute, your shoes don't match. I mean, I've seen people where their socks don't match, but I don't think that's the first time I've seen somebody in shoes, and he was a runner, and his shoes didn't match. That must be something new that people are doing to look trendy, to look like they're, you know, stylish. I think they look kind of goofy. It looked like you forgot what shoe was which, is what it looked like to me. We're in. Now we can look at the houses. We can look at houses. We all love to look at the houses. Oh, there's some people here that look like they want to cross the street, but they're not crossing, so we're just going to go. We're just going to go. It's like, if you guys aren't going to take the initiative, well, then I'm going to. I ain't waiting. I'm trying to make sure you guys get a good view. So this is a guard-gated community that it isn't as spectacular. It's a little old. It's not as fancy as the other ones. I don't even know what it's called, but it's not as fancy. It has golf courses, and it has a guard. It has golf courses and a guard. That's about it. And the houses are nice. I mean, they're just older. I mean, maybe to you people who are from far away, this would seem not old at all to you, but by Vegas standards, this is an old community. I think it was built like in the Oh, I have to say probably in the 1990s. You guys are like, that's not old. That's not old at all. Well, to hear, if it wasn't built last year, it's considered to be old, I guess. So, and they're nice. They're big. Some are as big as 5,000 square feet. And some of them still have kitchens that look like they're from the 1990s. And this person's going to try to back right into me. I'm sure we're going to the same house I always go to. It's like the same people always order. It's like everything's starting to look familiar to me the moment I get closer. And here it is, the same customer that always orders.
They added the following instructions.
Every time. All right, let's do it. Well, that drop-off went just fine. There was nothing unusual about that drop-off or anything to talk about. I was thinking in my mind, maybe I should only take $9 or $10 when I do shopping orders, not $8. Because sometimes I think those orders usually take about 30 minutes to complete. So maybe I'll start doing that, especially now if I'm going to be taking orders that are $4. Like I have to make adjustments to something just for entertainment value alone, just to make adjustments just for something. Like if I'm gonna get more of $4, maybe I should be getting less of the $8 for the shopping and raise it to $10, and that way, or maybe just $1. Let's say $9. Okay, let's do $9. Let's say $9 for shopping is what is required. What is wrong with this person? You know you got a stop sign. And you know I don't, so I don't know what the hell you're doing. All the crazy construction on this road, it is ridiculous. This is Wigwam, everybody. This is the road I don't like to be on, because I don't like it. It's all full of potholes, and they're still working on it, and you're driving like crazy, and you're bopping on things because the road isn't smooth, and I've got to make a left turn coming up, and look how far I am from making a left turn. People are probably wondering why this guy is making a left turn from way over here. Whoa, hang on, everybody. Here we go. It's 9:01 a.m. I think I might stop at the Starbucks over here and use their restroom. I could go all the way home, but it's 9:01 and we still got another 30 minutes before it's my lunch break. So maybe we'll get something while I'm using the facilities at Starbucks. Let me see if I can turn in here safely. Safely turn in without causing too much trouble for the other drivers. All right, well, I'm here at Starbucks, and I'll let you know if I get a decent offer while I'm using the facilities. While we didn't get any decent offers, we got like a $2.50 offer to go 1.7 miles, but that's far below the minimum. $7.25 for 7.7 miles. No. So yeah, we're not taking that. So I was like trying to think if I could tell you something personal, like some kind of childhood thing. You know, I always like to tell you guys stuff that relates to things way in the past that aren't too controversial. Let's see, what happened to me as a child? Oh, here's a story. When we were kids in the summertime, we wanted a slip and slide. So we got plastic garbage bags and we cut them with scissors, and we laid them all across the backyard. We had a big backyard, and we laid them out, and it went for probably about maybe about 30 feet. So that's a long one. And then we took the hose and we ran and we slid like it was a slip, it was like a homemade slip and slide. So we had grass, and then we put the black trash bags that were cut open, and then we we either taped them together or we put something that would hold it down so we could easily slide across. And somebody, I think it was my brother, he got it in his brain to attach the slip and slide or attach a mattress to a tree. We had a big, I think it was a fig tree. We had a big fig tree, and he attached a mattress and he roped it up to the fig tree. And then he took the plastic bags and attached them to the mattress hanging from the tree. And then we would climb up the tree, and then he attached the hose, and we had a water slide, and we would slide down we climbed the tree and slide down the water slide. And it was like we had our own water park in the backyard. That was crazy. And I'm sure we got hurt, but I don't remember. But there is no doubt that one of us probably fell out of the tree. Green light, and this man is crossing the street, and I'm just waiting for him to go by so I can actually go. Oh my God, people are so crazy. He was just walking across the street, and I was like, I was just staring at my green arrow, like, I know I can go. But he was, when it comes to pedestrians, you don't want to do anything too aggressive. You don't want to honk. You don't want to give them any kind, because you don't know what kind of crazy people are walking on the street. So you just let them do what they're gonna do. Let them go by. $6 for 9.2 miles. No. Yeah. When you see pedestrians, just be polite to pedestrians as best you can, because they're just trying to they don't have a car. They're just trying to get where they need to get to. So I usually let that slide. And then even with people on the road, you just don't want to mess with people, because you don't know how upset they are. You don't want to be in a road rage situation. I usually just make my comments and for a laugh. They know they can't hear me, so I just say whatever I want. Well, we almost got an offer to go to Scrambled. It was $7 and something for 4-point-something miles. And of course, we had no cell phone service. Of course. So we didn't get it. Yeah, I know, something went wrong. So there goes that. And there goes the miles. Because now I made a U-turn. I got to make another U-turn to come back around. And of course, this intersection that I'm at, it's not easy to make a U-turn to go back. But what can you do? What can you do? That's the job. And maybe someday I'll switch cell phone service. I'll switch to like Verizon or something. $7 for 5.5 miles for Rachel's Kitchen. No. Yeah, we blew it. We missed an opportunity. Oh well, opportunities come and they go. These little opportunities that the app sends are little life lessons. Easy come, easy go. You're not gonna always get what you want. You just have to enjoy what you get. Now here I go. I'm gonna go back into the dead zone, and you watch. As soon as I go back into the dead zone again, an offer is going to come in. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay on course until I know I get it. I am not turning around. And I this has happened to me many times, yet for whatever reason I thought to myself, oh, I've got it. I'm going to make the U-turn. But no, I didn't have it yet. And I guess I forgot. I did a screen capture, and I think in my mind, here comes Scrambled. $9.50 for 6.5 miles. No, it's too close to the airport. I'm declining. Oh, and that declined right away, yet I'm supposedly in a dead zone. Whatever. $11.84 for 9.8 miles. No, you're way off base on that one. You can forget it. I'm 15 minutes away from my lunch break, so if I arrive back at the home base, I am not going to, I'm going to turn the apps off and have my lunch. You guys got a few moments. You got your moments to figure it out. All right, well, I had lunch, and I got a Starbucks order, and it's $6.50. 2.8 miles. And while I was having my dessert, my peanut butter granola bar, we got an offer from 7-Eleven for 1.9 miles. And technically I was supposed to take it, but I really wasn't done eating my granola bar, so I declined it. And it worked out because we got this $6.50 one, which is much better. All right, everybody, I'll see you at Starbucks. We're going to be traveling 3 minutes away, 1.6 miles. It's a house and it's a leave at the door. We're on our way. Let's go. Starbucks pickup went fine. There's nothing unusual that occurred. It wasn't ready the moment I walked in, but the moment I sat down, the young gentleman placed it on the mobile order pickup spot, and he announced the person's name, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. So I got it. And then I'm trying new camera angles as I'm leaving the store, but I don't know how good they are. I'm gonna have to look and see what they look like, because they're from, I'm holding the camera from below and it's going up. So I don't know if the video looks particularly good or not from that angle. But I'm not gonna hold the camera up high, because every time I hold the camera up high, it draws attention to myself. So I'm like, I don't want people to think like, what's he doing? Or I don't know. I'm also just want to see what it looks like. Just try different things. Because I don't want the videos to start to feel like the same. Because if you watch them sequentially, like anything else, you'll start to be like, boy, this video just seems like the exact same one I already saw. And I don't want them to be like that. I want there to be some different things that happen in the video, camera wise. Of course, the story's going to be different because, different things are going to happen. But, I also would like visually to have different setups, because I'm essentially doing the same thing over and over again. I'm driving, I'm picking up, and I'm dropping off. So, and since I live in a particular area, you're going to pretty much see the same places over and over again. So we got to mix it up somehow, whether it's storytelling or it's strategy sessions, or it's just random camera angles just to make it look different. All right, we're in the senior living area, and we're just a little bit away from the drop-off spot. Just got to make sure I know what the address is so we don't miss it, because sometimes the GPS is not 100% right on. So I have to visually look for the address. As you probably all know, you know how it goes. It says like it knows where we are, and then it is totally wrong. So here it is.
They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
All right, let's drop this off. Had a really nice courtyard at that house. I liked it. It was very well shaded, and it looked like a nice place that you could hang out in the front and still stay cool in the summertime. Well, at least in most places in the summertime. Here you couldn't stay out for very long. Even in the shade, it's going to be at least 110 in the summertime. But at this time of year, it's perfect. It was really cute. I liked it. Very, very nice. I wish I had a front that was kind of like that. It's like you would have a little gate that you can close it, and nobody could come to the door or see you really, but you can kind of peek out and still feel like you're outdoors. That would be nice. Definitely a nice patio area in the front. I approve. I have my dentist appointment today at 2 o'clock, and they're gonna fix my crown. And it's kind of weird. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm going because it feels like there's nothing wrong with my crown. It feels like it's seated in perfectly, as if it's already been fixed. But I know it hasn't. I have to keep reminding myself that this crown has just been washed out with some water and shoved back in. And so there could very well be stuff going on that's hidden, bacteria, evil bacteria could be lurking underneath the crown. So it has to be taken care of. So I just tell myself, just go in, have them sanitize and re-cement it, and then I'll be good to go. These are the things you have to deal with when you're old. Oh, here comes a policeman. I better slow down. He's on the other side. Oh, he's gone. That was it. Yeah. When I was young, I had one metal silver crown at the back, at the far back when I was little. And the dentist would lecture me. He says, if you don't start brushing your teeth, you're gonna lose all your teeth. He would have to give me root canals all the time. I would never brush my teeth. I did such a bad job at taking care of my teeth. And it wasn't until I got into my 20s that I actually started taking care of my teeth. And thank God, because teeth are so important to eat. And just to present to the world, because otherwise you always have to be in a bad mood. You got to confront and not open your, make sure your teeth are not showing. So I'm very grateful that I caught it early. So it was just in childhood and my baby teeth that were completely rotted. And then the second set that came in, thank God, they held in there long enough for me to grow up and take care of them. But I still had to get crowns at all the ones in the back because those still got really weathered away. All right, we got our next one. It isn't that great as far as how long it's going to take us to complete it, but the day's almost over, so we need something. $15.63 for 8.4 miles. We're shopping at Sprouts. We have to get 28 items. Oh God, that's a lot of items. But it's going to take us up deep into Anthem, and maybe we'll get something else when we're up in Anthem. You never know. And I figure, why not? If I didn't accept it, we're almost out of time. And so I was like, well, we haven't made that much money today, so we got to take it. That's all, as far as I could tell. We got to take it. I mean, okay, what I'll do is I'll turn on Uber, and if something equivalent comes up through Uber, I'll give the Sprouts order the boot, and I'll just abandon the shopping cart, and we will move on. So let's try that strategy and see what happens. But I doubt we're going to get anything close to the $15 and change. Here comes one, $5.55 for 17.3 miles. No. What we're shopping for: Olipop Dr. Goodwin Probiotic Tonic. Good Lord. Bob's Red Mills Premium Quality Gluten-Free Arrowroot Starch. Good Lord. Chicken breasts. Capers in vinegar. No soy organic sauce. Chicken broth. Caesar salad. Spicy California roll sushi. Parsley. Banana bunch. Honeycrisp apple. Chili pepper. Red mango. Lemon. And organic blackberries. Ooh, this one's gonna be hard. We better get something from Uber. Alright guys, the Uber gods were good to us. We escaped the horror that is Sprouts, and we're going to go to Starbucks. We've got a much better situation. Much better. $8.68 for 1.3 miles. Man, it's like 50% of the money for like 90% less miles. So much better. And the other one, they were going to stiff us because there was the very first item I tried to get, they wanted 4 of them, and they only had 1. So right from the get-go, I had to get them the 1 item out of the 4 that they wanted, but that just meant that I was going to get less money. And I'm going to have to drive all that way? I thought, oh no. Already I started to slow down. I was like, no. I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to hope that something comes in from Uber, but I got to just keep going because maybe nothing will. But sure enough, this Starbucks one came in. We've been saved, so let's head on over to Starbucks and pick up the Starbucks. I feel like we dodged a bullet. I felt like we did a Matrix move. You know, in the Matrix, Neo's dodging the bullets? That's what I just felt right now when I got out of that Sprouts order. Let's go in. We're so sad. Man, what a relief to not have that order. I am so happy right now that we did not do that Sprouts order, let me tell you. Okay, I got the Starbucks, and we have to travel a whole 0.9 miles to drop it off, and it's a house. Man, it doesn't get any better. It does not get any better. And this is gonna be the last one. It's 11:11, and it's gonna leave me real close to home. I'm so happy about it, let me tell you. Just the idea of how much time I was gonna have to spend in that market shopping for those items and not even get the full amount for what was initially quoted because some items were not in stock. So I am over the moon and so relieved because this is gonna be simple, and I'm gonna be out, what, $7 from what I would have gotten. And who cares? Who cares about $7? Look all the miles I'm gonna save putting on my car, for one, and the time I'm gonna get back, because after I do this drop off, I have to immediately start working on the videos and hopefully get the video editing done, well, most of it done before 2, so I can go to the dentist and have them work on my crown. And then when I come back, I can finish the video, which hopefully won't be too much longer, and then that'll be that. And that'll make my day nice and pretty. No problems, nice and smooth and easy to manage. We're just about here. Just got to make a left coming up this next available left turn into this cul-de-sac of beautiful single stories in a non-gated community, which is awesome. And it's this house straight ahead. Perfect. And I can just walk right on up and drop it off. Button. Right, our day is over. It's unbelievable. It's 11:17 a.m. We drove approximately 38 miles. We got 61.1 miles to the gallon. How many hours were we online? Let's see. Oh, let's see. We started about 6:30, I would say, is when we first started. It's 11:30. So 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. That's 5 hours, but we didn't work for probably about 2 of those hours. So I would say 3 hours, right? Did I say 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30? Yeah. So it's 3 hours. So we worked 3 hours today. And so take a look at the total. as well as you can see the number of hours worked, which is 3. You can see the hourly rate above. And that is it, I think. I think I covered everything. So yeah, it's over. I'm going to go work on the video now and go get my crown fixed. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.